have you position your hands so that your wrists, the center of your wrists, line up directly with the outer edges of your shoulders. And you can have your toes tucked or untucked. It doesn't matter to me. Feel those collarbones lengthen across the front of your body, and then press into your hands like you're pressing the ground away from you. You'll take a nice inhale breath, and as you exhale from your tailbone, start to draw your tailbone between your thighs, around your mid-back. Let your head go. Pause here for a breath in. And then again from the tailbone, start to lift your tailbone up and send your chest through those arms. Inhale. And then exhale, tailbone tucks. And feel your body moving from the bottom of your spine to the top. And then again from the tailbone to the low back, to the mid back, to the upper back. Let's do 2 more. We'll exhale as we round, really pulling your abdominal wall up towards your spine. And then inhale to extend. Now let's change the focus of this and start to create that movement from the crown of your head. So as you exhale, think about the chin nodding in towards your chest, your upper back rounding, your low back rounding, tucking your tailbone. And then you'll inhale, you'll lift your head, you'll extend your upper back into the mid back, into the low back, and feel your sitting bones really pull apart here. And then exhale, crown of the head, tuck the chin, hug your ribs in, tailbone drops down. And then crown of your head lifts, the chest reaches forward, and let that tailbone lift. Now let's start to move our spine from side to side. So I want you to take your, we'll call this your left leg, because it's my left leg, and we'll bend our left knee. On your inhale breath, start to pull that left leg out to the left and look over your left shoulder. See if you can see your foot. Don't look under, but keep your head up. And then we'll go the other direction, and we'll look to the right. And then back to the left and navigate your ponytail if you need to, like I am. But start to feel the strength of your abdominal muscles, your obliques, start to move you as you do this. See if you can connect into those oblique muscles. Feel the belly turning the pelvis, turning the ribs. I heard a cue once when I was doing a video on my own, and the teacher said, let the dog wag the tail, not the tail wag the dog. So you feel like you're the one doing the movement. Don't let your leg move you. We'll take our left leg down, bend our right leg, and same thing. We'll start by looking over our right shoulder, breathe in. And then exhale to the left. And then inhale, we look to the right. And exhale, left. 2 more each way. Inhale. Really moving your spine, letting your shoulders move and your hips move. Last one. And then placing your foot down. Let's go back into those cat-cows, but let's add a bit of movement from side to side in these. So take a breath in, and as you exhale, round your back, but start to add some circles. Inhale to extend, exhale, round. Inhale, lift, and just move and breathe through anywhere that may feel tight or sticky in your body. And then let's go the other direction. Just find some big inhales and some big exhales. One more time. And then take your knees apart, bring your toes together. Sitting bones back to your heels, extend your arms out and find a little shell stretch. Let your forehead come down to rest on the mat. And with every exhale, see if you can allow your sitting bones to just soften down towards your heels, creating space and length in your side waist. One more breath here. And exhale. And then come into a seated position. Place your feet onto the mat, bend your knees. Sit up nice and tall. You'll have your arms reach out in front of you and soften your eyes for a moment. And just allow your shoulder blades to really soften down the back of your rib cage. Okay, try to prevent those shoulders from wanting to rise up towards your ears. So let them soften and almost fall or waterfall down the back of your body. You'll breathe in, sit tall. And then as you exhale, start to round your body backwards. Feel yourself roll over your sitting bones. ribs. Draw the belly in as you come down and go to the point where you can firmly press your feet into the mat. Soften your shoulder blades, breathe in. And then as you exhale, gather your belly, keep that C shape in your spine. Bring the shoulders over the hips and then inhale, sit tall. Exhale, roll down. And as you roll down, don't let your body collapse. Keep that strength in through the belly. Almost like you're trying to keep your spine long as you do this. Maybe you go a little farther on this one. Breathe in here. And then exhale, you pull that belly in like you're diving over your belly button. Reach forward. Inhale, sit tall. 2 more times, shoulder blades down, tuck that chin. Gather your front ribs. Pause for breath. Exhale, we lift. And we sit tall. 1 more time, we roll down. And pause. Take a breath in here. And then as you exhale, you take your right arm and you start to draw it behind you. Keep your eyes on your hands. And reach that left arm forward. Find length. Exhale back through center. Inhale to the left. Exhale through center. Start to feel that spiraling action of your spine as your arms open. Create a long wingspan. Open your chest. And exhale, pull from the ribs. 1 more time this way. Exhale back to center. Pause. Breathe in. And then exhale, roll all the way down onto your back. Now I'm going to position myself back onto my mat. I'm going to shift forward a little bit. And then come onto your back. And let's bring your legs up into tabletop position. Now, a couple of options here for your hand position. You can have your hands by your sides where I like to be, or you can take your arms and open them out into what we call like a cactus arm or a goalpost arm. Bringing your legs into tabletop and your knees directly over your thigh or your pelvis. I want you to squeeze your legs together. So feel like your inner thighs are hugging together and your outer hips are hugging together. Collarbones are going to lengthen, shoulder blades drop down the back of your ribs. You'll take a breath in, and I'm closing my eyes because I have this beautiful sunshine shining on my face right now. And then as you exhale, start to drop your legs over to the right-hand side. Keep your knees together. So pick that left hip up off of the floor. You'll pause here for a moment, and then press your right leg a little heavier into your left. And gather the muscles on that left-hand side of your waist to roll back through center. We'll go to the other side. Let's take a breath in. Exhale, we go left. Your right hip lifts. Keep that right shoulder pressing firmly into the mat. We pause. We gather those right abdominals and we squeeze the left leg back to the right. Inhale. Exhale to the right. Pause for a breath. And then exhale through center. 1 more time. Let's take it over to the left-hand side. And then squeeze those legs together and come back to center. Now, option, you keep doing this. Or take your legs over to the right. We straighten our left leg. And then with that left leg straight, come back to center. That left knee bends. We go over to the left-hand side. We straighten that right leg. And we come back to center. Option, you keep that. Or you come over to the right-hand side. You take both of your legs. You straighten them. Pull through center. Now, option, you keep your legs straight here. Or you bend your knees and come over to the left. Straighten your legs. And then back to center. We'll go 1 more. Your choice, each side. Come to the right. Through center. To the left. To center. And then draw your knees in towards your chest. Let's give them a nice squeeze. Let the pelvis rock a little from side to side. And then take your left leg and extend it out long and really hug your right leg up towards your right armpit. Imagine you're standing on that left leg and create that length and stretch to the front of your left hip. And then draw that left leg in. And we'll come to the other side, just hugging your leg in, stretching out of the front of your hip. Bringing both of your feet onto the floor. Let's take our hands, interlace them behind our head. I want you to find a position of your pelvis that works for you. So either find a lengthening sensation, like an imprint spine into the mat, or maybe you hold neutral. With that head resting firmly into your hands, shoulder blades drawing down the backs of your ribs. You'll take a breath in. And then exhale, nod the chin and curl up. And then inhale, we release. And then exhale, curl up, and watch as you lift up. Are you allowing your shoulder blades to rise, your ears to lift up towards your shoulders, and can you keep the shoulders down? We're going to go 3 more. You know what I can't keep right now is my eyes open because that sun is so bright. It's beautiful right now. Just a little bit of heaven, you know, a little moment here to just sort of enjoy what matters, moving and just being in the outdoors. We'll do 3 more. Curl up and release. Last 2, we curl. Inhale to lower. And 1 more time, we curl. Inhale to lower. Bring your hands by your side. Legs up in tabletop. I want you to squeeze your legs together. You'll take a breath in, and as you exhale, start to roll your tailbone up off of the floor. Oh, I got a little bit of shake here. Maybe keep those legs up for a while. And then we're going to release that down. And then exhale, we curl. So what I want you to feel here is the tailbone peeling off of the mat and the knees drawing in towards you. I always like to imagine or get that image of just a little baby's bottom, and when you lift the little bottom up off of the changing table, to slide a diaper underneath. Just create a little bit of space. Keeping those inner thighs squeezed and those outer hips hugging in. We'll do 2 more. And then on this last one, we're going to pause and hold. Keep the tailbone lifted. Float your right arm up. Float your left arm up. And we hold for 5. Draw the belly in for 4. Try to make your pelvis light on that mat for 3, 2, 1. And then we come all the way to those knees. Take a breath and exhale. Curl your head up off of the mat. Draw your knees in towards you. And then start to rock and roll. And then bring yourself up into a seated position. And I'm going to turn around so the sun is at my back now and I can keep my eyes open a little bit more. And then we're going to do a little bit of work here, rolling like a ball. I always love the way this feels in my spine. And if you're on a single mat, you may want to fold your mat in half to give your spine a little bit more support. Or if you have carpet underneath you, you'll be okay. Or maybe if you have 2 mats. So in this seated position, I want you to draw your legs in towards you. Okay, lift those heels up, bring your toes together. You're going to broaden across your elbows and your chest. Your shoulder blades are going to melt down. Let's pick that left leg up and pull that left knee up towards your armpit. Keep it there. And then bring that right leg up. And bring yourself back for a moment to when we were doing our roll downs. And I cued you on trying to keep that length with the curl. So we're not collapsing into a rolling like a ball. I want you to sit tall and keep that spine in that nice C curve. I have quite a tight back, so I don't get there as much as I would like, but you get to where you can. Now option, maybe you just hang out here. You're like, yep, this is good. I'm not going to do any rolling. Or if you want to come along with me, we take a breath in, we roll to the backs of our shoulder blades, those hips lift, exhale, and we pause. Take a moment at the top of your rolling like a ball to reconnect to your belly. Notice how you kind of want to pop a little bit. So curl that, hug your knees in. Shoulders down. Inhale, rock back. Exhale. As you exhale, pull your belly in. Draw the belly towards your spine to keep that flexion. We'll go for 4, tucking that chin, shoulders broad across your back, and 3. Inhale, rock back. Exhale, up 2. 1 more time back. Exhale, up here, pause. You'll straighten your left leg out. Your right knee will draw in towards your chest. I truly don't believe I've done Pilates unless I've done the abdominal series. So here we go. Single leg stretch. Draw your right knee in, straighten that left leg. Feel like you can pull your nose to your knee and your knees to your nose. And you take a breath and exhale, switch. And we switch. Now I like to use the muscles to pull that leg in, and then at that last second, I use my hands and I guide my knee towards my shoulder. And we go 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Take both knees in. Now option, your hands can stay behind your head through this entire series. We inhale, arms extend back, legs out. Circle the arms around. Exhale. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, we circle. You want to keep your upper body still. One more time. And circle, and then take both of your legs and straighten them. Hands behind that right leg. Use your upper body, work your back, pull yourself to your leg. And then we switch our legs and we pull. And we pull. Those legs are straight. And you work the length of the back of your legs. And we go for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Both legs up, hands behind your head. Flex those feet, lower them down. And then point those toes and lift. One more like this, flex to lower. Point to lift, pull those elbows wide, shoulders down. Now we point to lower. And flex to lift. Last one, point lower. Flex, lift, here we go. Let's take that left leg, pull it in, right leg to the ground, we twist. And we twist. Make sure that twist is coming from your ribs, from your spine, not your neck, not your head, not your shoulders. Woo, my abs are on fire. And we go 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. And then draw those knees in. Woo. Now I want you to take your legs and extend your legs out and long onto the mat. Hands by your side. You'll take your right leg and float your right leg up. And then you can bend your knee. If you have tight legs, tight quads, I'm quite tight. You can keep that knee bent, but I like to challenge myself. So I'm going to work my leg to straight as best as I can. I'm going to focus on my collarbones staying open and my shoulder blades staying gathered down the backs of my ribs. And I take that right leg across my midline. And then I circle my right leg down, out and around. We're going to do small circles here. So I want you to focus on your ability to keep your pelvis still. Can you keep that left side of your body pressing firmly down into that mat? And if this exercise feels more like a leg exercise than an abdominal exercise, bend your knee a little. Okay, we'll go one more time. We'll circle down and around. And then go the other way. Keep the tension out of your neck and out of your shoulders. Just making those circles. Moving that hip joint. You're going to feel a little bit of work in your inner and outer thighs, but most of it should be in the belly, the stabilization through your core. One more time. And then we'll take that right leg down to the mat. And do the same thing on the left side. So breath work can inhale across and exhale to circle around. Or you can inhale for a circle and exhale for a circle. As long as you're breathing and as long as your breath is not labored. 2 more this way. Last one. And then we go to the other direction. So just start to feel that nice lubrication of your hip socket, keeping your pelvis stable, your ribs still. We'll go for 3. And last one here, and then take both of your feet, plant them firmly down onto the mat. We're going to take a breath in, exhale, one bone at a time. Start to peel your spine up off of the mat. Now I'm going to do my best here not to look at the camera and you should as well. It's very important your eye gaze is straight up towards the ceiling. We'll take our arms, we reach our arms behind us. And then we exhale and we roll down bone by bone. I want you to stretch out of your hands, almost like you're tractioning your spine. As you come down, release your glutes, hands press down. Peel up vertebra by vertebra. And then reach those arms behind you, breathe in. And then exhale, roll down. Good, 3 more here. Hands down, we lift. I'm chuckling to myself right now because spending 4 days stuck inside. Don't get me wrong, I have been showering, but I realized I think I forgot to put deodorant on this morning. 2 more. We're gonna laugh at ourselves a little bit through this, right? Take your arms and reach them back. And I don't know if you've noticed this shiny new little ring on my finger here, but I got engaged on Wednesday, a COVID-19 engagement. Something I'm going to remember, hopefully, for the rest of my life. Reach your arms back. Okay, we're going to add to this a little bit, so take your feet and move them away slightly. Hands by your side. Press into your feet, curl up. Ooh, there's your hamstrings. Take your arms, reach them back. Now, as you start to roll your spine down, I want you to start to peel your upper body up. You're going to sit tall. And then you're going to roll down. Your hands are going to start to press by your side. And like a little seesaw, your hips are going to lift. Those arms are going to reach back. You're going to start to roll down and lift your head and curl yourself up. Ooh, my left hamstring is awake. And then you're going to come down, hands by your side. Press into your feet. Curl your hips up. One more time like this. We reach back. We roll down. We lift our head. And then we come all the way down. All right. You're going to take your right leg for me now. You're going to reach your right leg out and have your legs in line. You guys are probably thinking, you told us we were going to be doing spinal mobility today. What are we getting up to now? I always have ways of challenging you up in my back pocket here. So take a breath in. Exhale, tuck your chin in, press into the floor with your hands. You curl up, and then your arms start to float up. And yes, we lift ourselves up. We find teaser. You breathe here, and then exhale. We come down, hands to the floor. Take your right leg down. Left leg lifts. Arms press into the floor. You tuck your chin. Your arms lift up. You exhale. You curl up. You find your teaser. You stay here. You take your right leg. You bring it to meet your left. And then slow and controlled, everything, not very controlled on my part, comes all the way down to the ground. Pause here for a breath in. We're going to sweep our arms around, tuck your chin, and we're going to sit all the way up tall. So now what I want you to do is take your feet and bring them about mat distance apart. We're going to take our hands and press them behind our back. You'll take a nice deep breath in. And then as you exhale, twist to your left. You'll pause here for a moment and then exhale, nod your chin and start to curl your upper body. It's sort of a version of saw, and see if that right elbow can reach to the outside of your left leg. You can see I can't get there yet, someday. Inhale, we lift up. Exhale, twist. And then inhale, we lift. Exhale, twist. And down. One more time, lift up. Exhale, twist. And down. And then come all the way up. And just can come onto the ground, shake your legs out a little bit. And let's bring you around now and come onto our belly. I want you to take your elbows wide. That's really loud, Maya. That's all right. Take your elbows wide. It's the beauty of working outside, right, on the nature side. Hands by your side. Let your forehead come down to rest on the mat. Your feet can be as wide as your body needs them to be. My legs or my hips are quite tight, so I like my feet to be apart here, but you can have your legs together. I want you to press the tops of your feet down. I want you to activate the quadriceps, so your legs are strong. You're going to breathe in, pubic bone presses down. We lift our chest through our arms. And then we exhale and we roll back down. Inhale, we lift. It's almost like that noise is all of you screaming at me to stop. No more Pilates. No way. What would life be like without Pilates? 3 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, let it go. Last 2. So as you do this, keep your low back long. Right? You don't want to let the legs relax so that you create a real arch in the back. That pubic bone stays pressed and your back stays long. And then we come down. And then one more time, we're going to lift. We're going to hold. Float your right arm up. Reach your right arm forward. Bring your right arm back and down. And then left side, lift. Forward. Back. And down. Lower the head. Now option, you do that again. Or we lift up, arms up. Inhale, stretch those arms forward. And exhale, elbows wide. Inhale, forward. Exhale. Last 2, we reach. And we bend. One more time, we reach. And we bend. We come all the way down. Bring your legs together. Take your hands and interlace them into the small of your back. Let your shoulders rest down. And bring your right ear to touch. Legs together, pubic bone down. We bend our knees and we kick our bum 3 times. 1, notice the thigh bones lift slightly. 2, 3, feel the backs of your legs working here. Now we take a breath in and we lift our chest. We look forward, we straighten the legs. And then we come down, your left ear comes to the mat. I'm going to do right side again so I can see you. And we kick. 1, we squeeze. 2, and 3. And we breathe in and we stretch. 1 more right side and we pulse. 1, squeeze your hamstrings. 2, 3, inhale, lengthen. And last time, left ear down. I'll do my right again. 1, 2, 3, and lift. And then let that go. Plant your hands. Take your knees wide. It's always nice to come and do a nice shell stretch after some extension. Let your low back relax. Let your shoulders soften. And then come up onto your hands and your knees and sit and face me. Okay, I'm going to mirror you. So take your left foot on the inside of your right leg. Then we'll have our arms and reach our arms out. We'll take that left hand, bring it beside us as our right arm sweeps up and over. Breathe in. And then exhale, right hand down. Grab onto that right leg and reach your right arm up. And again, open the arms, hand to the ground. Sweep those right fingertips up. Lengthen from your fingertips all the way down to that sit bone. And then we lift. Another side. And then one more, and we come down and we open. And then we come back up. And then take your legs and bring your legs together. You're going to take your right hand and grab onto your bottom ankle with your left hand behind your head. You'll look up towards the sky, breathe in. And then exhale, tuck your chin, and we round. And then inhale, we lift. Exhale, round. One more time, lift up, open up. Exhale, curl. And then we release. We'll come to the other side. Right sole of your foot against your left thigh bone, arms up. Take a breath, and then we come up and over. I always like to use the elbow that's on the ground to sort of press into me to create a little bit more opening on my top side. Then we float up. Big stretch. Then we release, inhale. And exhale. Start to bring your body back to your breath. One more time. Exhale. And then bring your legs together. Take your left hand and grab onto the bottom of your ankle. Notice that it may feel completely different to sit this way than it did on the other side. That's okay. Our bodies aren't symmetrical. And we'll lift up. Take a nice breath in, and then we curl and we round. We want to inhale, lift, finding that rotation with extension. And then exhale, rotation with flexion. One more time, inhale, we open. Exhale, we curl. And then just swivel your legs out in front of you, hands behind your back. Let the legs drop from side to side. I just want to say a quick thank you for practicing Pilates with the core community today and for supporting just the active movement. So I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you all again soon. Thank you. Goodbye, everyone.